Hey everyone, Meredith Dale here from Intentional Marketer University, and I want to bring you another IMU Biz Nation episode today. So what am I going to be talking about? Today's topic is 7 steps to easily grow your business online while sticking to your budget. If you need to watch this on our website or on our blog, or if you're watching this somewhere else, head over to goimu.com, and that's where you can find the full article. Now, we also want to invite you over to our Facebook business page, which is at IMU Biz Nation. And I should say it's our business group, not our business page. So head over there and you can get access to Anne and myself on a weekly basis, live. We're right there for you, helping you with all of your business questions. So starting a business online and growing it is not an easy task. And it is not meant for thin-skinned individuals. In fact, it's a process that millions of people try and only a handful of people succeed at. The number one problem that gets in the way is that we run out of funds. We run out of money. So now that we understand that, that's what I'm talking about today, is 7 ways to grow your business online and staying in budget by using these simple strategies. You might be doing some of them, you might not be doing all of them, but I guarantee at the end of this video, if you stay to the very end, you will have learned something that you didn't already know. So let me jump in to step number 1, and it's the very basic thing that you have to do when you first start a business. But the problem is that so many people are in business and they haven't done this first step. So what is it? Well, it's finding a problem in society. It's asking yourself, can I solve this problem? And if you can, then you go out there with your business. That's when you start your business and you solve it. So understanding what you're passionate about is going to make your business life a million times easier. So if you are getting into business simply to make money, to become a world famous entrepreneur, but you don't have a passion for what you're doing, you have a guaranteed 100% chance that you will burn out long before you make a whole lot of money in your business. But if you find a problem in the world that you're actually passionate about solving, you have guaranteed yourself a long career in your business. So how do you go about finding a problem in society and solving it? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is what you very first have to do. If you're already in business and you haven't done this yet, here's how you go about it. You research your market. So who are you targeting? At IMU, we're targeting business owners who have just started or who have been in business a while, but they need resources that are not overly priced. So Anne and I have both had personal businesses. Obviously, we have Intentional Marketer University now, and we give you guys world-class business resources at literally a fraction of the price, because we know that feeling of when you're first getting started, or if you've been in business a while and you're not making a whole lot of money yet, it doesn't feel very good to have to spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars on business resources. So Anne and I saw the problem. We knew, because we've done all the work building our businesses, we knew that we could come in and absolutely slash prices on world-class business resources and give them to you guys at just a fraction of the price. We're passionate about that. So, do you have something that you can easily define just like that? If you can, that's your problem, that's your solution, and hey, you've just become passionate about it. So go really deep. Take some time, depending on how big you want to grow your business, finding out that passionate problem, or the problem that's out there that you're passionate about, I should say, and then go ahead and build your business around that, or rebuild your business around that. Step number 2, design an easy to use website. And this is going to cost you, so step number 1 is absolutely free. Okay, step number 2, designing and building your own website is gonna be more or less $100. Okay, so that's definitely gonna be your most expensive your most expensive strategy that you have. And many of you have been hesitant to build your own website because of this dollar figure. Now, if you have to put it on a credit card, if you have to, I'm really big into, I like selling and buying commodities, so silver or gold. If you have some silver or gold around and you need to sell that in order to finance your website, you absolutely have to have your own personal website. Now, Ann and I have both talked a lot on this subject, and you can find blog posts on it by heading back over to goimu.com and reading more about exactly how to build that website. So I won't go too deep into it on this video. But here are the steps you need to do if you haven't already to have a website. And excuse me, on other blog posts, I've talked to you a lot about how to grow your website, okay? So you definitely need to go back and read those as well. Step number 1, register a domain. We like GoDaddy, okay? Your domain is going to be your address. It's easy to think about websites in terms of real estate. So a domain is your address. It's how people find you on the internet. We like GoDaddy, so head over there. Step number 2, finding a host. The host is the piece of land that you're going to put your house on. We like HostGator. Now, you have to have hosting for your online business. You can't have a website without a host. You can't have a website without a domain name. All of these things go together. So costs will vary on your hosting options. Huge businesses spend thousands of dollars a month for their hosting packages, okay? So they are the Bel Airs, right? The Bel Air addresses of, or the New York City, Upper East Side addresses of online businesses. Well, if you're just getting started out, you wouldn't try and go buy an apartment on the Upper East Side of New York City. You might want to go for something that you can afford, right? So go with what you can afford. And that might be, a couple dollars a month, right? $5 a month, whatever you can afford. HostGator is where you need to be looking. At least that's what we like. Step number 3, you need to choose a theme and an appearance, and we like Theme Forest. Your theme and appearance is going to be how you decorate the outside of your house. And again, the price is up to your personal budget. You can find some really amazing themes using themeforest.net for relatively cheap prices. And step number 4 is you need to start adding content. So your content is going to be how you're found. The problems, and again, yes, with the problem solving, the problems that you're solving. Content is why people visit your house, right? It's what makes your business a business and what draws customers to your product. Now let's go into step number 3, and I'm going to talk to you about how to establish your content. So step number 3 is a completely free option, and it's establishing yourself as the expert. So if you've done number 1 and done number 2, number 3, you can honestly say that you are an expert. If you have spent time researching your audience's biggest challenges, all you need to do now is create videos, images, blog posts, live trainings. Keep watching. I'm going to talk about live trainings that solve the problems from the expert standpoint that you are. That's it. That's what you load your website up with, okay? Step number 4, focus on creating content that sells. This is another free step. Use your website or blog that belongs 100% to you. This is absolutely the lifeblood of your business. And it does not matter so much where you share this content online, because every single business owner is going to have their own favorite sites. People who are 25 and younger love Snapchat. Older people like me, old fogies like me, we like Facebook, we like Instagram. So it doesn't matter so much where you're sharing it at. It's that you're getting it out there and that you have a central hub for all of your content, which is your website and your blog. Now, you have to reference back continually to your blog. This is how you drive massive amounts of traffic back to your home on the internet. And when people get back there, make sure that's where you have all of your product images, where you have all of your services listed. That's why I always encourage you to head back over to goimu.com. Up at the very top, you're going to see where we have course options for you. Throughout our site, we show you where you can purchase our courses. But it's not appropriate to just always be talking about them on social media. You have to create content that drives people back to your personal website. See how these all build on top of each other? Great, of course you do. Step number 5, use social media, industry influencers, and search engines. This is another completely free option. So here's a couple steps. Share your content often. Share your content from your blog or your website multiple times. You can tweet to your post. You can share it to Facebook and Google Plus the day that you post it. Then you can make a video and share it again from YouTube. A couple days later, you can go back in and retweet it, reshare it, just repurpose it as many ways as you can. You can do 1-minute videos and post them as stories on Instagram. You can do memories on Snapchat with videos. No matter what, you want to share your content often, because as we know, if you've ever watched one of these videos before, you know that I say it takes 12 times, 7 to 12 times to get in front of someone before they remember what the heck it is you're talking about. So share often. Strategy number 2 is get influencers to write for you, or get influencers to share your content on their site. So some schools of thought are going to tell you that having an industry influencer, someone that's really popular in your industry, promote your content is way more important than search engine optimization, right? Being found on search engines. The best part about creating influencer relationships is that it's 100% free. All you have to commit to is reaching out to the leaders in your industry, right? Who have large social media followings. When you do this, these influencers have the capacity to get your name, your products, your services in front of thousands, if not millions of people. All you have to do is ask them. I've written, and Anne has written actually, a lot of blog posts about how to get in front of influencers. So please head over to goimu.com. Read more there. Step number 6 is follow up with email marketing as you build your list. Now, the cost for this is going to be about $20 or more for a lead page generator and $29 plus for an email autoresponder. This is one of the most important tools in building your business. As you develop your shareable website, you're going to begin building a list of people that visit your site. And then when you build the list of people who visit your site, when they've opted into your list to get more information because they like you and you've given them an ability to get more information from you from a lead page generator, like Lead Pages, that's one, and an email autoresponder like Aweber, that's another autoresponder. When you do this, then all you have to do is send out weekly emails talking about your products and your services. We like to send out a weekly broadcast. You might like to send out a monthly one or a bi-weekly one. Whatever you determine, that translates into buyers for future products, for future services, for whatever you want to talk about. Step number 7, increase your income through trainings and webinars. The cost for this is absolutely free if you use Google Hangouts. If you want to get something more advanced, you might want to pay $20 or more for webinar hosts like Webinar Ninja. There are several steps you can take to ensure that you have a successful and profitable webinar. These are also just trainings, just like what I'm doing right now, but you could actually turn this into a registration-based webinar. So let me go through these steps. You want to create an interesting topic. Believe it or not, this is where most webinar hosts totally miss the boat. Their topic is boring. It's been there. It's been done a million times, and audience members just aren't interested in watching it again. It's not that they don't like you, it's that they've seen it already. So if you're going to be using webinars, save yourself some disappointment and only host a webinar when your topic is really new, interesting, and exciting, something you would want to watch. Write your training content and marketing content. So on a webinar, you're going to have training where you teach people something new, the exciting stuff. On the back end of it, you have to have marketing content. You don't ever, want to leave a webinar having only covered teaching. You want to end the webinar with 10 to 15 minutes of your product promotion. Next step. Always test your webinar registration page. This goes without saying. Make sure it's working. What do people see when they register for your webinar? It's nice that you send them a thank you and here's the date. Do you have any goodies for them as a thank you? This isn't necessary, but it certainly is a nice personal touch. Next step is 10 to 15 minutes of product purchase opportunities. Like I said, you don't ever want to end the webinar without giving them 10 to 15 minutes of what your products are all about, or maybe you're a service provider, what your services are all about. If they've watched your webinar this far, they're expecting a little bit of an upsell, so don't fail to offer them something that they can purchase at the end. Test your sales pages, make sure those are working. Schedule and automate your social marketing for a week's worth of product promotion before the webinar. Now this is why we encourage you to join us over at Facebook, right, on our IMU Biz Nation page, because Ann and I talk a lot about the tools we use for social media scheduling and automation. So I want to keep this video just to what it's about, but if you have questions about that, join us on our Facebook page, because then you get access to us live and we can have a real one-on-one conversation depending on what your needs are. If you've never heard about scheduling before, or if how you're scheduling right now doesn't work, head over there, join us, and we'd love to have a conversation with you about how to optimize your business. Last step. Scoop up all your product sales with a last chance to view the webinar by including a last chance email, right? So anybody who missed the webinar, they want to see it again. So make sure you scoop up all of your sales with a last chance webinar. To view the last chance webinar. And then let me end this with saying, without much luck, if you've watched it this far, if you've made it this far in your business where you're actually watching videos on how to increase it and stay within budget, you have a great idea about what you need to do to increase your business. Not only were most of these steps free, all of them are ridiculously cheap. So there's never been a better time in the history of the world to bring your business online, to grow your business. We love to give you all sorts of resources at Intentional Marketer University. I'm going to put a link in the bottom of this video if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on our blog and reading this in the blog post, just scroll all the way down to the bottom. Come and check out some courses. Let's get you started. Join the Facebook group. Lots of opportunities for you guys to just come and be a part of a group, a nation, right? IMU Biz Nation that wants you to succeed. Come and experience our passion for helping your business be all that it can be, so you can enjoy life and so that you can work wherever you want to. I hope you have a great day. You will see me again on another episode of IMU Biz Nation. As always, have a wonderful day or evening. Just make it great. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.